Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and depending from where you're watching us from. This is Biafra Watchman TV. We are live and we are direct. Quick one, let's go straight to the point. Obediots, you know, all these people whom we've discovered that they are obedient that Ngozi recruited to be distracting us in this quest for Biafra restoration we are fighting. Or later, you guys should watch this video and listen to what Delefaro told me. Seems he's the campaign manager or spokesperson of P2P the last year election. We will listen to what he said about that 2023 election and the forthcoming election. So I want you guys to pay attention before you guys are, because most of you, the reason why you guys are doing all this rubbish you guys are doing is to make sure that you guys ridicule this quest for Biafra restoration we are fighting against 2027 election. I want you guys to listen to what Daily Farotimi said. Last election, last 2023 election, the last election, we were warning you guys that we see no change. They promised you guys heaven and earth that once you vote, the money, the thing will reflect in the beaver. Don't forget, I've forgotten what to as they take as they through that format for you people. As they take package the format and through for you people, you guys chest up. And we are telling you guys that these politicians, this has been their way. They've not changed. We see no change in them. We see no change in them. You guys were saying that we are trying to disrupt P2B, that if P2B fail, that we are responsible for that. And we told you guys, we have watched all these things. We have watched the trajectory of election in Nigeria. That it has been the same, no change. Even when that election, prior to the election, we saw how they are just throwing away people's voters card. Some they throw inside West Bin, some they will carry the ones of Lagos, take it to Abuja, carry the one Abuja, bring it to Lagos and throw it somewhere. All those things, we were lamenting, telling you guys that there is no headway here. You guys insisted that election must hold. You went and vote for the election. You went and cast your vote. Went for the election. At the end of the day, what happened? Now you guys have come again to start disrupting what we are doing against 2027. You will listen to what this young guy said. He said, if there is no electoral amendment or electoral whatever, that he will not be even ready to come out to vote, of which he himself knows that. According to him, he said, Tinubu that was not in power and rigged himself in as the president of Nigeria, how much more now he's the president of Nigeria? He has already written the results. He has written the results already. That if electoral system is not amended, or if the electoral system is not reformed or whatever, that he himself will not even bother to come out to vote. And you that is commenting rubbish, always talking rubbish, supporting Ngozi, just to make sure that Biafra was ridiculed, or everything about Biafra, becomes a shadow of itself. You are there commenting and writing junk. You do yourself. Now yourself you they do. Because this 2027, now, it sure me that I say P2B will not contest again on that level. He's moving to another political party. So nothing like obediot again. That one is over. I wonder the latest party now, he will float to deceive you gullibles again. And you guys use because of this thing now to be distracting us in what we are doing. The Biafra liberation we are fighting for, even for your own good. Sometimes when I'm reading you guys' comment, I'll be asking myself, are these guys Igbo people? Are these guys Biafrans, or their houses who just, or Fulanese, who just, write their name or open YouTube or whatever with Igbo name? Because the comment, when I'm reading you guys' comment, I will be asking, Are these guys Biafrans? Are these guys Igbos? But I'm telling you guys that this 2027 election you guys are using because of to be doing this rubbish you are doing. Man, that one a savior, whom you guys think is you guys savior. He will not even still smell that place. These are the things you guys fails to understand. After the war, they restructured Nigeria that on no account will Igbo man attend to some certain position, which president of Nigeria is inclusive. I don't know how you guys will learn this thing. If you guys are Igbo, not answering Igbo name or open account, fake account with Igbo name. You know? You will also listen to what Humphrey Nwosu said. Humphrey Nwosu that conducted the 1993 election. Option A1, maybe option A4, I've forgotten. You know, you will listen to what he said, how they were promised to conduct, they should conduct election free and fair. All the whole things they said about the election, at the end of the day, the same people that charged them to go and conduct free and fair election, the same people do what? Rigged the election or annulled the election. Same thing is happening. Then it was answering neck. Is it National Electoral Commission? Now they said independent. Now they said independent electoral commission is even the worst because there's nothing independent about the electoral commission or electoral body. It's all about the highest bidder. Like Tinubu said, I know that you guys didn't vote for him, but somehow he is now the president of Nigeria. He bought it with his money. Bought it with his money. So as you are coming to distract us in this Biafra restoration, this place for the Biafra restoration, we are fighting. Have it at the back of your mind that 2027 election, you are hoping it will fail as usual. It will fail as usual. So if you are supporting Ngozi, keep supporting her. You are doing to yourself. Watched the junk you guys did yesterday in the name of, I don't forgotten the title of, but make I ask Ngozi self, Ngozi, you made surgery. Eh? Ọ dị ka eji ka mkpọgide agadi nwaanyị ewere iwe baa tiyeta ọ pankeki etere ete i change the pancake ke nke ime eme like I don't told you agadi abịago. The more you na package onwe, the more you na-use scissors akọtụsi onwe gị wee kwụrụ n'ọkụ, the more you are doing harm to yourself. The more you are doing harm to yourself, you gagadi. Listen to what you are saying. I said, according to you, you are talking about healthcare system, how Biafra you will build healthcare system. We are talking about how you will build healthcare system, whereas you are directly setting our people up for buying. You are directly now the people when they set up, now they propose healthcare system for the same way you propose them to go and pick up arms to defend themselves. And we have seen how they are defending themselves now. The same way you are now proposing what's it called? You are proposing or you are suggesting the kind of healthcare system Biafra will run. Yeah? You are proposing the healthcare system Biafra will run. Whereas the people who are proposing this healthcare system, you brought out accounts and asked them to go and pay money into the accounts. Now, also, I knew one guy when I heard the news, when I heard the update, laugh one by me. This guy, I was telling him, oh, look at Ngozi Berobubu. Look at what Ngozi is doing. This guy now support Ngozi like anywhere Ngozi buy, now he go buy. Now, one of my guy who knew when I was cautioning him then told me that, man, the guy ringed him. None of also. When the Enugu State on there in Enugu Abahazie, I laughed and I told that my guy, say, again, Ebeko Obaga, on our motor fail to break a career. ọ na-agba ebe ahụ ọ gbaga moto fero breki kụrụ ya nya ala o deserve ya ebe ka ọ ma gbaga ebe ka ọ ma ọ gbaga na ndị niile ebe nwe ka ha si na they know the reason wetin Ngozi dey talk again ụmụ ndị a niile their life no under threat. You know, you see how person they set himself up. I say you go nowhere. If you where are you running to? Man, car we for break. Na hit ye gidi na dey piagi. You deserve ya. Make e gbaga. When na gbaga na call to na we hear so na kpon gi possibly na baby boss or you run nowhere. You run at that place. Stay there and support Ngozi. Ngozi is una madam. He's doing the right thing. Who's not Margaret Thatcher? That's what you guys called her, Margaret Thatcher. Don't ever call her attach you. Calling about Onyendu. Onyenduma. The same Onyenduma as in Nandekano. The same Onyenduma as in Nandekano is the reason one of the plans was to release him to come to Finland. Now you're talking about with the kind of here na another himself. Here the kind of here na the kind of here so shameful. So as you are supporting her, I ask her that support there. Keep supporting her. But what we are trying to let you know is this: that 2027 you use because of to be supporting this evil. What happened 2023? What will happen in 2027 will even be the worst. This message I want to pass to you guys. When I listen to the interview Dele had with Shehu of Channels Television, then listen to what Dele said. I greet you all. Biafra, peace and love.
Remember, we were promised that if that election was conducted to be free and fair, accepted by international observers and local observers, that we would be given national honors. So my colleagues were also working hard as Nigerians. So when, according to our efforts, you knew all the problems, all the restrictions, in spite of all that, June 12 came. The election was conducted, it was peaceful, materials were distributed all over Nigeria promptly in all difficult terrain because of arrangement and logistic preparation we put in place. So when the results started coming in, June 13, 14, in fact it was to be concluded around June 17, 18. The other party, NRC, had even congratulated SDP for winning. You know, suddenly there was a letter served on me by Commissioner of Police that we should cease forthwith in releasing the result. I summoned on June 16 emergency meeting of the commission. All the results had come in with the exception of that of Taraba, which the resident electoral commissioner from Delta, Professor Sada, was on his way to bring. We would have released the result about June 17. So they said, stop. I was served. In fact, I was called in a meeting of National Defense and Security Council and said, would you release this result without knowing? I said, that's the law. There was no provision of the highest ruling military body to vet the result. The law says that the result should be announced at each level. The polling station level, ward headquarters, local government, state, and finally, their conclusion at headquarters. In fact, almost every person, owing to the communication system we put in place, could even collate to know that Abiola had won. Now, with that, My commission met and we decided that we would challenge that ruling by court, Abuja High Court, because it's Commissioner of Police that served it. And when the next step was I was summoned at the level of the National Defense Security and Defense Council.
Headed by Babangida?
Babangida and Abacha was prominent. They said, okay, that a committee headed by Abacha should find a solution to the problem. I said, how do we find a problem? We should be allowed to conclude what we started. They said, Abacha. In that committee, I'm quoting names. Abacha was in it. Nyako. Nyako was in it. General Aliyu Gusso was in it. David Mark was in it. Was the Minister of Communication. I was in it. Secretary of the Commission, Director of Legal Services was in it. Professor Deria, National Commissioner representing Rivers State. We met in Abacha, when we met in Abacha's house, guest house in Abuja. He set another subcommittee, including myself, Akpambo, late now, Akilu, the Secretary of the Commission, I think one other advisor in law in the State House. When we got at that subcommittee level, I told them, gentlemen, there is nothing for us to meet. The law is clear. Elections have been conducted. Results have been collected. The only one remaining is that of Taraba, and he had come along with it. Please allow us to conclude. We are a technical body. We are not politicians. In any case, if you don't want us to release the result, you should call Abiola and Tofa or negotiate with Abiola. That Abiola was the winner. Well, you know, military. The military personnel in it were afraid. They said, okay, you report, you are the chairman of the commission. We went back to Abacha's guest house and I reported, well, sir, the law that allowed us to conclude this election made no provision for this technical body, for your committee. You should allow us to conclude the result with that of Taraba and announce it, or you call in Abiola and negotiate with him. He shouted on me, who are you to tell us what to do? You are not a member of National Defense and Security Council. You are not. The council and the court decided you should not conduct the election. You went ahead and conducted the election, that it was illegal. You will recall, throughout Abacha's regime, his Minister for Information regarded our election as illegal. He said, well, you are not a member. Go to Aso Rock, where all of us will now take a decision. What will happen? Call all your national commissioners. That was a military regime. So because many people didn't know what, so I was to call my secretary to invite all my national commissioners to come to Aso Rock. It was David Mark. He was then the Minister of Communication, who called, used mobile. That's when the mobile was starting. He called myself, Andrew Mana. I'm mentioning them. You all wanted at Aso Rock. We went there. Here was a full meeting.
Which date was that?
Was around 18, yes,
June.
all this 18 June. When we got there, Babangida said, NEC, National Electoral Commission, what is your position on this election? I answered, I was the boss, leadership of NEC stops with me. I said, sir, allow us just 2 minutes so that it will not be Humphrey Nwosu's decision. It will be that of National Electoral Commission. He said, okay, 2 minutes. We went to one of the rooms. He said, gentlemen, ladies and Eruku was a lady National Commission. We don't have anything to do with politics of this. They should allow us to conclude and announce whoever did not like the outcome should go to tribunal. That's the provision of the law. You know, we were talking of institutions. Allow institutions to work. Whoever didn't like it should go to tribunal. They said, you are reporting. Okay. We came out. Sir, this is the decision of the commission. Allow us to conclude this election and announce the result. And that we will challenge that letter, court decision, which Commissioner of Police served on me, that we should stop announcing it. We will go to Federal Court of Appeal, Kaduna Division. So he said, okay, you people are on your own.
Babangida said that.
This the decision of there. He said, well, you know, in all this I've mentioned them. So you went to court, not by the Attorney General of the Federation should have championed that position, but he did not. It was Director of Legal Services in NEC, Bello. He's still alive. No, Buhari Bello. I mentioned in my book. Went to Kaduna Court of Appeal, filed the papers. We submitted all the results, including that of Taraba, showing that Abiola won the election. Abiola was represented by Eke Ajayi. Tofa was represented. The court held first sitting. Justice Achike mentioned it. Achike, late, may his soul rest in peace. For the chairman, he was ready to conclude. He ordered Abuja High Court to submit all matters relating to the election, all the results, and they were submitted to his court for accelerated hearing and decision for June 25th, 1993. Please. Now, this was done. Abiola was, he knew all that. And when you submit something to court, it becomes public document. Is it not? All the results were submitted to the court, appeal division, headed by Achike, showing that Abiola won. Abiola knew. Why did Nigerian press not pick it from? Now, when this was to be done June 25th, the military quickly dissolved my commission on June 23rd.
But one quick question.
Yes.
That there was a pronouncement you made that this election is inconclusive.
Because the result was no.
Which date was that?
I can't quite remember, but it may have been in the book. The date, the inconclusive that we were not allowed to announce it. It became a subject of court dispute, and all the results, as shown in this book, no other result, as shown in the court, submitted before June 20, before my commission was dissolved. All the election results were submitted. It became public document. And when my commission was dissolved on June 23, we were sacked.
Where did you go next?
What would I do when I'm no longer chairman?
Where did you go?
No, I was in Nigeria.
You went back to Enugu?
We went back to Enugu. I went, first when it was annulled,
Was there any time you were threatened physically, bodily harm?
No, I wasn't, to tell you the truth. Yeah. No person harmed me. Okay. But throughout Abacha's regime,
everybody was keeping a low profile.
Thank you. When June 12th is coming close, some police will around my
neighborhood.
Yes.
Just to make sure that you don't make any pronouncement.
Yes. Because we were dissolved. Because if I had made a pronouncement, I was no longer chairman, national election. The commission was no longer the appointed Oya.
So you're saying for public record today,
yes,
that Abiola won that election?
I am saying it. And it's in my book. I've said this is not the first time.
Right.
And in all the documents we submitted as far back as June 20, 1993, and which we submitted by Buhari Bello, Director of Legal Services, not Attorney General of the Federation, to tell you the extent I went.
But the question people ask, and why your book was a little controversial, was the fact that it seems to be always protective of...
No. Why I did about... No. I didn't protect about Abacha. What happened is that when on June 11, I appeared before the meeting of National Defense and Security Council, when it became obvious they didn't want election because they were divided. Abacha group, Abacha wanted to. And you could see it thereafter when Babangida stepped aside and Shonika was met. He pushed, Shonika was meant to resign. Abacha took over. So this indicated that the military was divided.
Were you in touch with Babangida after this decision, after your organization was dissolved? Or have you been in touch with him in such a way as to compare notes, like when you allow things to go down?
No. He even, because he knew all that I said in that book was true. I mentioned name. I mentioned, Nigeria. No one, when you mention name, if it's a lie, they will challenge you. I've mentioned David Mark again, about people who invited us to come to Asoro. I mentioned Nyako. He's still living. I mentioned all the people. Bello, Director of Legal Services. Unfortunately, Akwambo is no more from my own part of the country. He didn't believe in what, But Bello, from Kebbi, there were really some Nigerians because who felt if we allowed the process, because we believed in the two-party structure. We believed that the election was free and fair. We believe that Nigerians, even NLC, had accepted the result. We believe it had allowed, Abiola would have had his 8 years, another person would have, and the institution would grow. I talked here about institution building. It is when you grow, have sense of mission, you learn by experience, you conduct it, you hand over, and there can be no substitute to parties that start from grassroots. And it's open, and God is funded by government. No one man will bring his money to decide, I'm going to endorse, I'm going to do. See all the endorsement in Nigeria.
The question I was trying to raise was...
Kenneth Ogunko went as far as saying, for 2027, Peter Obi, Bola Tinubu, Atiku should move aside.
Let me put it this way. Peter Obi did not lose the last election. Peter Obi won the last election. INEC and the judiciary performed their magic. 2027, there will be no election without a reformation of our electoral system. If the electoral system is not reformed to ensure that beavers and electronic transmission from the polling unit becomes compulsory, I would not even bother to participate in that election. Because you can be sure that Tinubu was not in power, that ran and snatched and grabbed it, already has the 2027 election result written. A Tinubu that will be busy appointing weakest man as electoral commissioner, the most violent election rigger in Nigeria today openly is Wike. That is the person whose proxy was being appointed as
that's a weighty allegation.
Electoral commissioner.
That's a weighty allegation.
I said it because it's on video. Now I beg you, stop being politically correct. There are multiple videos and audios of Wike enforcing his political will in Rivers State over and above the sovereign will of the people of that state. Violently too. So this is not, please, I don't do beer parlor talk.
No, because
and when you need to balance things, you can. Are you suggesting? Okay, let's turn it into an argument. I am saying here, my name remains Dele Farochimi, and I am saying that there are more than enough material online showing Wike violently suppressing the right of the people of Rivers State to elect their chosen representatives. And I am saying that his personal aide, his person, has already been appointed a resident electoral commission since Tinubu came to power. So how can you be talking about a free and fair election in 2027 when it's already a fait accompli that without consequential amendment of the Electoral Act, without a consequential reformation of our judicial system, the same madness that took place in 2023 will repeat itself in 2027? If we do not tell ourselves these basic truths ahead of time, how can we even hope that anything will change? We have to be unapologetic and unrepentant in pushing the truth in their eyes. As I've told you, the truth is both a sword and a shield. I love wielding it as a sword and smashing them on the head with it, and I don't care for their feelings. I don't know how long any one of us is going to live. I'm not going to live my life kowtowing to the opinion, sentiments, or emotions of worthless human beings who have wrecked the life of thousands and millions by their actions and inactions. So we cannot be talking about an election in 2027 in the presence of the multiple madnesses that have remained with us, in the presence of a situation where a corrupt INEC chairman will open his mouth and blithely declare on national TV, go to court. We can't be having that and be talking about an election in 2027. We must at least be honest enough to tell ourselves what is in front of us. If there is going to be an election worthy of his name, I will be out there supporting Peter Obi. If there will be an election, and if we still even have a country, the way Bulaba is going with Nigeria, what do we know that will be left of this country by 2027? What will be left of this country? An emir is being killed in his own domain after ransom war, and we are talking about 2027. An Oba was killed. 2 Obas, for instance, were killed in Ekiti for the other time, and we are still talking about 2027. You practically don't have a functional state again. Somebody is single-handedly, without recourse to any due process, the due process law be damned, the PPP law be damned, single-handedly without public tender of any sort, be awarding a road at 4 billion naira per kilometer, and you are still talking about a country. Why are we lying to ourselves? We must, even if they will not agree, we must be unapologetic in telling these truths. Whether we would have a country in 2027 is up in the air. Hunger has become a real issue.
So, I mean, the government of the day will say, Mr. Farotimi, that they are making...
Which government? The government that cannot even ensure that we have fuel. Which government? Do you have government? You have exploiters, buccaneers, thieves.
But, I mean,
which government?
The government of the day will say they are making efforts in fixing the problem that they met on the ground. It's still early in the day. They just have about a year.
I'm Chinese too. I'm Chinese and I'm 6'7". Do you believe me? The government of the day has said they are making effort. We see the effort now. They are making effort. They are buying private jet. They are buying yachts. They are spending 21 billion to renovate. They are spending 90-something billion on Hajj. Is that the? And then they are falsely and fraudulently implementing Orosanye report. They are busy privatizing NNPC. We are busy refining in Malta and everywhere. We see the effort they are making. So I'm Chinese too, Sheung, and I'm 6'7". Do you believe me?
So you don't see any good that this government has done since the last 1 year?
No,
I'm asking. Because I'm a journalist. I'm asking.
See, I had no expectation of anything good from this government. Nobody steals power to benefit the people. It does not happen. I do not expect the mercies of a thief who has robbed me. I was not under any illusion whatsoever about this government.
met all the criteria to be a
Who is the alliance? Biafra say Mandu alliance again. Now you're a country. You don't need to hide anything. Ambazonia wow alliance. I'm an Ambazonia. Elitelia. Can you another country? Onyo without United Nations community, he recognize Biafra. Nobody will recognize you. That the United Nations can never give us Biafra. Kezo yenya ya. Kezo na country basically you register yourself as a new country. If you don't register yourself, the United Nations. If you are in the United Nations, I recognize again. Who will recognize you? Ki ya u country is na enu mmiri. Country no. How if one nation no. Exile country. And another country that control your country. I mean, I command your office, everything. And your so-called brother, now not required to be a governor. Now the name of Nigeria, your country.
With all this, you see this program, from this voice, this program, to see that Ugo 247 and other of his media, they know most Ugo 247, go to YouTube, go to whatever is Facebook or whatever, you can never see this voice, this record, this place that you are listening now. You can never see it on his platform. He cut it. You can never. Because you know that this woman talk rubbish, this woman is useless. But to go 247 is like in the cage. You don't know how to come out because Akia Bugodi or Bara, he have already committed himself. All these things he is doing like a walking corpse. The boys, some those ladies there and those ones there in that cabinet of that USB charger, they are working corpse. They have committed themselves. But Uche and all of them, so they are dead. They don't know how to come out. They don't know how to do it. And the pride again is killing them there. Innocent, you go no put this thing on his platform. You know put this one. A cutter. Go listen. Go and check. A cut. He remove this rubbish this woman talk. You know, put her. Go listen there. Go check her. You know, put her. What does that tell you? We go 27 mala la twashi. We go 27 mala onya buye onye bugo ha. We go 27 to show that go 27 itself is realizing itself small. But how to run out? Because you know when you post this, so gadi, ajo gadi, and the old couple on alala. You know, but it's not late for him to realize to not put this voice. He's getting himself, at least he's knowing the truth, small. You need help, but you don't know how to do it. If it was before, go to say we'll put everything warm on his platform, but now. He's letting the useless thing this woman is saying. Try. Going out to come soon. You just why to talk go. Useless people.
We are planning, and those are planned to be very disruptive.
Yeah.
The level of their disruption and the escalation was minimal because we already declared on the 29th. So all their chaos they planned that made the two police women to come in on that day, they couldn't actualize because there was really no reason for any arrest. Because the major thing has already been done on the 29th of November.
But shut up. New format. New format. Yahoo boy no buy this one. They say we look for new format. Men boys, street boys no buy this one. Boys wey even dey for street no buy this one. They say we look for new format. Even work in the People that are working, they not buy this format. They say look for new one. Even our farmers for east, for Biafra land, from east, west, north, south of the world, they not even buy this one. They say may you look for new format. Say the one way you do now, your mouth don't plenty. Number one, they want to bring down the Kalu in to distort. This one now, another new format again. Yeah? We need more format. You go still talk them again.
On 29th of November. So let me tell Biafrans, we are running a government now, and we are using the 3 templates set up by Obadiots, which is the diplomatic, the political, and the self-defense. We will continue to self-defend ourselves. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu came with all the education. Okay. And when he left, he told us to go and listen to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa.
You got this the here and now. You see that this plan from Nnamdi Kanu, this template, from Nnamdi Kanu to PM, this template is the same template PM asked us to carry now before this woman enter. Remember, before this template enter to PM, DOS come in, and DOS no say Nnamdi Kanu hold this Nnamdi Kanu don't give PM this template. You see when Nnamdi Kanu destroy those things for the beginning. If this thing happening in time of DOS, there will be more bigger problem than this. We will not be this level. But God, with his wisdom and the spirit of Biafra, make Nnamdi Kanu to give PM only this thing to hold. And PM carry on with it. PM have already come out. Tell us how it will be. Tell us how it will move. Tell us how we will build it, how it will go. After declaration of Biafra, we will fall back and defend our land. And before we dissolve Biafra government as a international law, we recognize it fully. After we receive it in recognition from international law. And this woman, who are international law that recognize you? Who are international law that have announced you? Is it Trump? Who are they? Have Trump announced you? Have this great nation that used to give a freedom announced you? You want to do like Burkina Faso? Are you a country already? Burkina Faso have money already. And the country that back Burkina Faso is there for them, coming out speaking in the TV, in the international, speaking that I am the one protect these people. Going there in their land, being with them, following them woto, doing things with them, going down there. Russia, Abi? Yeah, going down there. But look at the whole Africa you call that you have recognized you. I don't know if she calls Zimbabwe herself. And where is that country again? Nobody, no one have even know, even the thing no cross their border self. The thing even no enter fly self. Biafra, this woman lied too much. Please, this one self, I don't do okay. You lie. Eh? You want to lie to cover lie, you lie more. You become lie news. You become lie news. Yeah? First time you say why you declare Biafra on 29 is because of they want to release Nnamdi Kanu, bring it to Finland. I don't answer this question. Nnamdi Kanu and declaration, which one is important? Nnamdi Kanu is important first. To declare Biafra, we can do it next time or next day or next month. But this woman says she stopped them. That lie don't pass. So now another new lie that why she declared Biafra is because on 29 because of these people come with the police. She said her police call her from US or from Nigeria or US or Canada. Where she come from? So I don't know. That's stupid. Where she come? Her police call her. She said no, it's her security. Who give you security? Is there any security there? Any Finland security there? Maybe she will call security because criminals, they know they are evil. That's why they go with security. I don't know that day. Maybe we will look the script, this thing, and check if there is security. Okay, that one don't pass. No, you can't say them call you. You know, listen. You won't tell me say as they even call with them call, you know, listen. You never everything never boss. You don't obey laws, the law of that country. For police calling you, you look them and ignore them. That one you know go come out. If one time you say if this thing really happen, Ngozi go talk about now the Kalu want to release now. You know go talk about this thing. She every day she new format. When there is fundraising, she will really do format to collect your money. New format she collect your money. Ngozi kai gora gegu. Ngozi ka to come Ngozi ka to come Ngozi ka to come Ngozi ka to come Ngozi she ga gbawa gi soon. Ngozi she ga gbawa gi soon. Ngozi ga to come Ngozi ga to come. Spirit of biafra ga to make it to come. Ngozi ga to come soon. He got to come. If this lie where she live now, what you scream? You see how they scratch her head. Come is coming. Hey, this woman, what a stupid, idiotic animal. Continue.
The declaration. How else? What were the police lady officers doing there?
Is you?
Why are they calling me?
Why are they calling
Nobody
you?
was fighting.
Okay.
Unless
this thing they come out now. Why she no come out? Biafra. You want tell me say this thing go there? This woman no bring her out. Nana the Kalu, he said they won't release. Make them. If they release that they will can't stop our declaration. That's why she declared 29 for them to not release Nana the Kalu. You want tell me say if this lie there, she go bring that lie.